In this video, it contains clips that were not included in the previous Singapore video that we made.
So, here we are. We're in the shuttle going papunta na ng saan? Papuntang saan? Sa shuttle na to?
A few moments later.
We're here. Finally touchdown. Welcome to Singapore Airport. We're going to toilet. So baliktaran tayo ngayon. We're in the left side. Ano? Yo. Nangalkal. Ang hinahanap.
After a while, it was time to head out of Changi Airport. Finally here
At the city center, Marina
Marina Bay.
Bay. We're in Singapore.
Bukas pupunta namin yung Merlion.
Marina Bay. Imagine, 5 hours na nagbabike kami. Hanggang ngayon, di pa kami dumating sa hotel namin. Grabe na to. Torture. Pero at least, worth it naman with this view. O, saan ka ngayon, sir?
Hindi ko rin alam, naliligaw ako. Kahapon pa kami naliligaw.
Naligaw ka. Buti nakaabot ka rito sa kaligaw-ligaw mo.
Nantay ko si Boss Adjin. Papailimin daw niya ako mamaya eh.
Sus ko, wala ka na sa hulog isip ng inom mo para mamaya. Kaya nagkaligaw-ligaw ka na.
Boss Adjin.
Good day to all. We're here at
Hindi tayo duman ba tayo dito?
hindi. Hindi tayo nakalaan dito.
Welcome to Singapore River and thank you for cruising with Water B. Before you embark on your journey, we'd like to highlight some important guidelines for your safety and comfort. During boarding and alighting, the boat will be docked next to the stairway on the
Ayun,
railings
tingnan
at
natin
all
kanina.
times. Wait for the boat to come to a complete stop and mind the gap between the boat and the jetty. Step onto the boat 1 foot at a time.
Hindi na.
Should a life jacket be required, you will find it underneath your seat.
Nagtatanong si Inday kung babalik pa ro to boat tour. Sabi ko hindi na, maglalakad kami. Iwan namin yung mga bike namin.
Then, stretch your other arm into the life jacket and engage the buckle. Adjust the buckle strap for a tight but comfortable fit. There are 2 exit doors located at the front and the back of the boat. Lifebuoys are also positioned at the front and back of the boat. Please do not throw any rubbish into the river. Please approach our crew members if you require any immediate touch. This is not the original bridge. It was built in 1865 and again in 1886. The current structure, modeled after the 1886 bridge, was built between 1986 and 1991 to accommodate greater traffic flow. Malaysia became an important point of landing and departure for Singapore, led on by throngs of Europeans and locals. In 2004, with Marina Bay Dam to create the Marina Bay Reservoir, the old Piedmont Center sits on. Singapore's total land area has grown by an
Parang
incredible
hindi lang
25%
katatapos kumain.
since the 1960s by the process of land reclamation. Earth from hills, the seabed, and from other countries has been used to create more useful land area. Though this process started during the colonial days, the and the reservoir is part of plans to achieve water self-sufficiency by 20.
Most expensive hotel. Expensive than the Burj Khalifa. Imagine. Louis Vuitton. Hindi man tayo nakakaabot ng fireworks nila.
Helix is Singapore's longest pedestrian bridge. It is constructed in the form of a DNA double helix, and, if unraveled, the steel tubing would measure a whopping 2,250 meters. It offers spectacular views of the bay and the city skyline, and has quickly become a favorite spot for evening strolls.
Hindi tayo sasakay dun po yung third wheel.
At 165 meters tall, the Singapore Flyer was the world's largest observation wheel at the time of its opening in 2008. It offers unparalleled views from its 28 air-conditioned capsules. At the apex of the 30-minute ride, visibility extends to up to 45 kilometers. In clear conditions, you can see parts of Malaysia and Indonesia. The float at Marina Bay, also known as the Marina Bay Floating Platform, is the largest of its kind in the world. Designed as a temporary replacement for the National Stadium, which has been rebuilt, it can accommodate 9,000 people, with 30,000 more on the non-floating portion. Originally designed for the 2007 National Day Parade and to be used for 5 years, its use continued due to delays in completing the National Stadium. Its official name is Esplanade Theatres on the Bay, but this centre for performing arts is affectionately known to locals as the Durian. If you've ever seen the thorny fruit, you'd understand why. It houses a 1,600-seat concert
Yan
hall,
pala,
a
Durian.
2,000-seat theatre,
Yan,
studios,
Durian.
outdoor performance venues, and an exhibition gallery. There were initial concerns that the enthusiasm for the arts centre would fade, but these fears proved unfounded. In 2014, the concert hall was named one of the world's 15 most beautiful concert halls by Emporis, a leading database for building information.
Dito, dumaan pala tayo dito kagabi. Kaya nga, hindi napansin niya. Dumaan tayo dyan eh. Yung museum, yung maganda, dapat pumasok tayo. Ang layo pala talaga na. Naabutan kahapon. Hindi ba tumawid tayo dito sa tulay na to? Kaya nga, dito tayo tumawid eh. Tumawid tayo, pupunta doon. Under the bridge. Under the bridge.
Architecture that was completed in 1867 with the use of convict labor. For much of its life, it housed the offices of government departments and was known as Government House. It was renamed Empress Place Building in 1907. On our right is the spot south of Raffles first set foot in Singapore, marked by a white statue of the man. To our right is the seat of Singapore's government, Parliament House, where members of our parliament debate and pass legislation that shapes the country's future. Opened in 1999 to replace the old Parliament House, the building features a prism-shaped top, a modernized version of a dome designed by a former president of Singapore. The old old Parliament House building just next door, but not visible from here. It also
Police
had
station pala yan?
accommodation for policemen and their families,
Police station?
as well as a prison. Yes, if you were a policeman then, your family might live in the same compound as the criminals you put away. Built in 1934, it served as a police station until 1981 and was named a national monument in 1998. Today, it houses several government ministries.
A few moments later.
You have arrived to your destination.
Public toilet sa Singapore. Ayan. Ayan ang public toilet dito. Malinis, maayos. Kompleto, may sabon. Ayan si Ka-Adventure.
Manubela. Ito yung old release nila. This is how you do chopstick.
wonton, shrimp and pork.
Okay, and one of them.
Yeah, wonton and pork rib.
You have like ice here?
Ice.
What
What
ice?
ice?